are live. NBA rundown time. RunPureSports.com, your best for sports gambling and daily fantasy information. Little confusion about the times, but I think we're going to try and just go 3 Eastern going forward for the playoffs as the NBA takes center stage. I think that's going to work for us. And then also, our great chatters won't have to guess at the time. So no promises because we know how things can change, but 3 Eastern seems to be the time. And we brought in an excellent group today. It's not just me, Tyler, and one guest. We had to have 2. I don't even know who to start with, Tyler. We're going to complain about the Grizzlies not covering. But let's go to Kurt. He's looking tan. Kurt, is that a real tan? Did you get that from the sunshine, or is that a tanning bed tan? Florida it's so tan. Good I can't tell.
It's a Florida tan. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's what?
All the outside time I've had.
Yeah, that tanning bed, you don't need it anymore, huh?
No, you really don't. So I gotta get the real skin cancer now, baby. The real deal.
I gotta get out there and get some sun. I look like I'm starting to blend into this wall behind me.
Hey, my sister's the same way, So, last night I did play last night. What happened last night? Jordan Nwora fucked me, so that was shitty. I literally had my lineup was fire.
It's the last week of the season when you're saying stuff like that. Jordan Nwora.
I didn't want to play him either. I fell on him as a last piece. Like, God, I don't like him. But then I was like, okay, he did suck. But, he played 36 minutes. He's put up 50 burgers in the past. And, yeah, so it happens like that.
We expect a lot from you this week, Kurt, because Tyler and I haven't seen a lot of these players. We're going to be relying on what you saw of them in college because some of these names we are unfamiliar with. Meg, you are up late making Masters lineups. How have things been treating you in the DFS streets?
Well, so far Masters TBD. I had a little bit of Kevin none of Willie Z, thankfully, but so far it's a little. Oh, look at that pretty background. Get the Masters background. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll get a Masters one, Kurt.
Yeah,
goes brick wall behind him.
We'll have to see what shakes out for the Masters. But last night not good in the NBA DFS streets. I'm playing less, obviously, with just crazy week for NBA, but I was tailing stuff on your guys' sheet, did well in bets and NBA bets last night, so I'm super happy about that.
Tyler, if I lose another game in the last 0.4 seconds, first, remember I was complaining about it last week, that you and I were going back and forth on, so I wanted a little more just for the I told you so. Although I tried to buy a steak with I told you so at the grocery store the other day. It doesn't work. You need to have real money. But then last night, it happens again because we're sitting there. My buddy's over. We were watching wrestling on one TV, and I got the Grizzlies on the other. And I tell him, hey, I got +6.5 here, right? So we paused it. We're watching the end. And that foul on Larry Nance absolutely killed us. And I knew it. I said, I hate when you're about to cover with the road dog and they go to overtime. It's just like the worst. It's just the kiss of death. And that's what happened. We almost got a second backdoor cover, but we didn't get there. 5-1 night, though. We're doing great. Winning record for April, right? We were only down by 1 on March, our only 70-71 or whatever you said, the only losing month of the whole year. And now we're back on track, but it should have been 6-0, Tyler. Talk to me about how the Grizzlies broke our hearts.
As close as it should have been 6-0 spread is as close as we were to 4-2 because I know you caught the end of that Kings game. If Luka lets that 65-footer go a 0.2 seconds earlier, we get the biggest kick in the nuts on the board.
I mean, at this point, I'm expecting it the way we've been running this week.
He let that go. I was like, I really hope that doesn't count.
I actually didn't see it because I changed it thinking it was a win. God.
He made it. I was like, that better not count. I was like, if that counts, I'm breaking everything at work right now.
I already thought that was a win. And, because the Lakers are actually good now, they win all the time, but they're getting their asses kicked. So I had to just enjoy every second of it. So I had the Kings on my little computer screen here because I have to stream them. I don't even want to get into Dish Network. I'm not doing that next year. And I was enjoying the Lakers defeating the Clippers. And Tyler, I sent you a message. Clippers are now on my favorite team list. I mean, they have to be just for beating the Lakers. You know that 36-7 against the Lakers in the last 43 times they've played?
That's ridiculous. They said the last time they beat them was in the bubble.
Yeah.
What do you think that is? Do you think that's a combination of bad scheduling spots? Is it Ty Lue who just has their number?
I think Kawhi covers LeBron, and like LeBron soft switched off Kawhi so often.
Speaking of that, I don't want to hear you say another fucking word about LeBron's defense. Did you see him in that second half of that game last night? When they decided, Kawhi's not going to score anymore after scoring 17 in the first half. Took him right out of the game.
Oh, you mean so he actually played defense?
When he's playing defense, when
he's playing, he's just like James Harden, Kyrie Irving. When he's playing, he does well.
You go out there and give full effort on both ends for 82 games.
I will.
No, you won't. You say that now, you're gonna be in the same boat these guys. You're like, I ain't doing this every night. I'm not chasing these guys around. Yeah,
I'm Mr. Hard Worker. I have no athletic ability, Tyler. It's the only way I can get on the floor. It's the only way I can get on the floor. Meg, did you see the Lakers get dismantled by the Clippers last night?
I did not see much NBA last night, so I didn't see. I did not.
Were you watching XFL game tape?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, no. God, no. That's just
doing
for the
some
weekend.
X's and O's.
That's just for the weekend. Though I do have to start putting the research in because we have a Saturday, Sunday slate. But no XFL game tape. I was watching Big T's Masters show actually last night.
Oh, okay.
And trying to cram for the Masters. That's what
I'm trying to get Kurt signed to the XFL. He doesn't want to try out though.
I should just. I
think you should.
I just kept watching replays of Madison's DeRozan bet.
Over what?
Reading the comments for the
some of those comments had made me laugh last night.
What did she do? You have to send it to me. I have no idea.
You just got to go on her tweet from last night.
Where you been, Fred?
He had probably his worst game of the season. I will say that dude didn't score till the first quarter.
Right.
I mean, I've been on bets like that too. It sucks in the end.
Oh yeah.
Just the comments on Twitter because like spread. We get the little jabs here and there on Twitter.
A lot of misogyny going on in the.
Yeah, a million some views on that tweet, and
she had a million views on a tweet.
A million? Yeah, I had 4 mil. What do you mean?
One today. Her ones today already got like I think.
How did you get 4 mil, Kurt?
No, she did. The video I'm talking about got 4 million views.
How many have you ever got?
Fucking I don't know, 4.
No, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I show titties on the live shows all the time. Like I show them, like, look, like. Come on. What are we doing? Nah,
wow, unbelievable. Yeah. See, I have no idea what's going on here in the world. All I do is run my numbers, watch the NBA, and watch
the best comment. The jet ski was orange.
Oh, wait. Who said? Yeah.
Send me the tweet so I know what you guys are talking about.
Selly did that, right?
That was hilarious. I read that one. I was laughing.
These guys are funny.
All right. Well, we're talking about everything but tonight's slate because this is okay. So normally, right, we're very lucky to do this. Right? We're very lucky to be here to get the support from the chat, to be able to win at sports betting, which is something that very few people are able to do. But then there's days like today where it's work. I mean, this is just work. If I was recreationally betting, and guys, don't turn off the show just because I'm saying this, but I'd probably take the rest of the week off. This is going to be a grind. That's why we have Mr. Sunglasses in here with us. Maybe he knows some of these players. But the lineups are moving quickly. There's a lot of players we're not aware of and a lot of teams that simply do not care. For example, Tyler, do you think there's a game tonight in which both teams are giving their best effort? Maybe Heat 76ers?
Looking at this board, maybe, but I don't think either of those teams could really move up either.
I was just gonna say, can 76ers really move anywhere? Do they have any?
Okay, so technically, this is so stupid that I spent so much time on this. Technically, if the Miami Heat won out and the Brooklyn Nets lost out, the Heat can get number 6. That's not very likely. Technically, if the Philadelphia 76ers won out and the Boston Celtics lost out, the Sixers can get number 2. That's not very likely.
No, I thought 1 through 4s were clinched in both sides last night. Or at least in the East. I think so.
I think that if Philadelphia won their last 2 and Boston lost their last 2, they can catch them. Let me pull that up right now.
I swore I got a notification last night that said that 1 through 4 is locked now.
I mean, I could be wrong. Like, you kind of have to. This is like harder than doing my taxes.
It is. I've done the same thing with EuroLeague this morning. I'm like, this sucks. And NBA is even harder with the play-in. It's annoying. First of all, I love the play-in though. Can we agree with that? Like, it's
for sure. Yeah, playing's awesome.
How many more teams would we have just bottomed out
Yeah.
at this point if it wasn't for the play-in?
Right. Absolutely.
Bro, if you just looked at Kurt right now and you said, like, guess what state it's at? It's like minus 2,000. He's in Florida.
Yeah.
This is just, I'm waiting for like an alligator to climb up behind you right now.
Him to like just wrestle a python out of the ceiling.
What's more like, what do you see more often down there? An alligator or a crocodile? I don't even know.
I think I don't even think they have crocodiles.
No, they're different. You should be telling me this, Kurt. I only see
alligators are bigger. Alligators are bigger, right?
I don't know. Are you scared of them? Like, if you see them, are you just like,
Kurt, would you wrestle one if we paid you enough money?
I mean, no, I'm done. I'll get bit. I'm fucked.
No, I mean, you just got to get on its back and hold its jaw down. They can't open their mouth when you push their top jaw down. A guy like me, if I get on their back, because you see, they've said it on all the animal shows, they can. Watch
a few of those animal shows.
Well, that's got to be like $1 million, bro. It's got to be $1 million.
Kurt could body slam the alligator. I believe in him.
Kurt, you can't mess up that face. You can't mess up that tan
face.
Scary.
Doesn't that sound terrifying?
Yeah, we can't. I mean, Kurt. Yeah, I mean, you have yet to get 1 million views on a video. All right, we got to help out our guy though.
Hey, I haven't got 5.
Should I take Jazz plus 7? Help me out. I thought your NCAA video was really good, actually. Like, did you get Rubio to help you with that?
I was gonna say I like those shorts you're doing, Kurt. I know Madison's doing them too, but I like those shorts you're doing.
Thank you. We actually. Oh man.
Did Rubio help you out with that?
Huh?
Did we hit that one, Kurt, or we come short on one of the player props?
The national championship?
Yeah.
We came short by 1. It's the second time it's happened on a big one. Well, that wasn't a big one, but AJJ Newton was giving every rebound like prime Rodman, and Newton's not really a rebounder, so that was kind of surprising. And then Jackson, I saw Jackson airball 2 shots. I'm like, okay, well, this ain't hitting, but everything else hit. Like, and then I had a 10-1, the big one, I think the week before, and we were like 1 thing short, but we hit all the other ones. We hit like the plus 500 one and another like plus 200 one too. So we definitely made at least a unit. So that's all that matters.
Well, I like your shorts. I think you should do it in your Florida shades every time. I think so.
I did. Yeah, I was outside. Thank you. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. Thank you.
Yeah.
You should feature some of your Tinder dates on there. Just have them stand next to you. I'll bet you your view count will go up. Just put your arm around her. Make sure you remember her name before you start recording. It's going to be fantastic.
I remember.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask. The Cleveland Cavaliers are plus 10 tonight. They're in Orlando. They're taking on the Magic. The total is 217.5. Tyler, I put the projections in, right? Awesome. But just like the girls that Kurt matches with on Tinder, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. So these projections are, I mean, the Cavaliers, right? I'm just shooting in the dark. Jared Allen, Darius Garland, Karis LeVert, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Isaac Okoro, and Dylan Windler are all out for the Cavaliers. This number really has nothing to do with what we're going to see on the floor tonight. How do we approach a game like this, Tyler?
I am not laying 10 points with the Magic. I'm not betting the total. I think this is strictly a performance double game.
Mm-hmm.
The Magic are going to leave their guys on the floor, it looks like. Banchero double-double and wins plus 205. Him to score 25 and they win right here is plus 265. Wendell Carter 12 plus rebounds and they wins plus 235. I can't bet on the Magic to win the game by double digits, but I can bet on them to win it. I'll bet those performance doubles here. I mean, the Cavs roster, when you look at it, who is going to score points tonight? Like
Rubio.
But he's not a scorer. He's not a scorer. I mean, yeah, said he could put the ball in, but like Rubio's not pouring in 30 tonight.
Kurt, some of these guys balled out in college, right? So who's the starting lineup? Do we know?
If Lamar Stevens drops 30 tonight, just throw all your paper up in the air. It's over.
He was a stat stuffer in college, but yeah, since he's up in the league, he knows his role and he plays as well good. And it's not to score the ball.
All right.
None of these guys actually. I mean, Dean Wade did, but like, bro, it's crazy. Like a lot of these guys didn't even score in college. And Lamar Stevens wasn't like top 10 in scoring in college. He was just all around good player. He obviously scored more than he does now, but yeah, it's said he's going to take at least 20.
Cleveland guys, would you play? These Cleveland guys, would you play tonight? These value guys, Kurt.
I think 2 can be. I think 2 will be optimal, but like I think you can easily cash with 3. But people can jam 4. I'm going to stay at 2 personally, depending on how much late value we have. But like 3 can get you to the cash line. But I'm trying to win shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's it.
Meg, what do you think of this game? And do we have any interest in any Magic players?
I mean, yeah, I think you could, maybe you could play Paolo Banchero. I don't know, maybe Wendell Carter Jr. But I mean, I think you, like Kurt said, probably just looking for a couple Cleveland value plays and then maybe run it back with a Paolo. And I like the Tyler call on the performance double. I think that's definitely the way to approach this game for sure from the betting angle.
What's Wendell's double and win?
I was just going to ask that too.
They don't have a double and when you'd have to build it on DraftKings. They have a 12 plus rebound and he wins at plus 235. I don't hate that. I mean, who's going to be the Cleveland bigs out there tonight? They really don't have backup bigs.
That's what Kurt's here for. Who are these guys? And where did they go to school?
Diakite,
Diakite out of Virginia a couple years ago.
Dean Wade out of Kansas State, white guy, shoots, doesn't play defense. And Rolo revenge game, right?
Oh yeah, he is there. Robin Lopez. I forgot he's on that bench. So yeah, you could get some Robin Lopez run.
Revenge game.
Wow. Okay.
He's not a terrible defender. I mean, Wendell Carter can probably still eat his lunch, but better than putting Dean Wade at the 5 or some shit, which they would never do. Yeah.
All right.
I'm playing Rubio and Chetty.
Yeah, I mean they should give us a refund. If you watch this on League Pass tonight, the 1-800-GAMBLER should just show up on your screen like every
part of me wants to click the under, but then the other part of me is I can't click an under at 217.
Not at 217. Not with these players that we don't know. We don't know how the pace is going to be.
It's like we've talked about this before. It's like these guys stuff on the floor. You're like, this should be easy. They're not going to be able to score. They're the untalented guys on the team.
Yeah.
And then everyone tries to be Steph Curry, and they're all shooting threes, and a couple of them start to fall, and it's like, we're in danger.
And we, the people, and I agree here, right? If they're all shooting within 10 seconds of the shot clock, it doesn't even matter if they're good or not. If the game will go over just because the pace will be so high. There'll be so many shots.
Our guy Robert in the chat, do they have the other Mobley brother on this team, Kurt?
Do they?
I didn't see him, but I think he's on the G League team unless he got called up. He wasn't their he played on their summer league team, and I think he signed somewhere else actually, bro. Yeah. So he played on their summer league team. He was with them in G League for the beginning of the year, but I think he signed somewhere else or he is not in the league currently.
Okay.
But what I'm seeing on here, I don't see him. I don't even see him on my thing. Maybe it's just the site I'm on. But yeah, I don't think he's
Tyler, real quick, I like doing threes bets. Sometimes when we're on playback, I ask you about that. I got a threes bet in the Clippers Lakers game. I got LeBron, Kawhi, and I think Bones Highland 3+ threes.
Bones Highland was chucking.
That Bones was a great call. And
Bones was chucking from like 5 feet behind the line.
So
did you see why he got that run spread? Because Ty Lue figured out that their game plan was to force Russ to shoot the ball. He said, okay, good luck shooting the ball from the bench when I put the 3-point shooting point guard on the floor.
I wanted them to put Russ in at the end of the game just for, what's it called? We're gonna go through this, our guy. I know we're going slow, and to be fair, it's not the best day. I mean, we're being honest here. We'll tell you when we love a play. Like we loved the Clippers last night, and maybe we'll find one that we end up loving. It's definitely not going to be in that Magic Cavaliers game though. Let's talk about this Miami Heat against the Philadelphia 76ers. So here we go. Bam Adebayo's probable. Nikola Jovic, who was a player that I liked, he's out. Kyle Lowry's questionable. Tyrese Maxey questionable. DeAnthony Melton questionable. PJ Tucker questionable. 2 names are not questionable, or 3. Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, and James Harden, right? So we got some stars in there tonight. Tyler, I actually have made a bet here. Call me a hater, since you guys love calling me a hater and all these other terrible names.
Don't tell me yet. I'm going to take a guess.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler over his points.
No, I said call me a hater, so obviously I went with an under.
Yeah.
I went with an under. Who do you think I bet under on?
Embiid.
Nope.
So I would have guessed.
Harden. I took Harden under on his points. Here's my idea. Let's just say these teams actually do care, right? The total's only 220. Harden's gone under his this total that is put at tonight, 20.5, in 5 of his last 6 games. And if it's a slower pace and there's better defense, the score might be low. I was just kind of searching. I had to have some sort of action in this game. And I thought it was better than approaching the side and total. But let's just assume that we don't get any late afternoon tomfoolery here, Tyler, and that the Stars play. What do you think when the 76ers are only laying 2.5 to the Heat?
Small lean to the 76ers if all these guys are hit the floor. But, I mean, the Q tags on Maxey, Melton, and Tucker kind of worry me because at that point, Philly rolls those guys out. They become very thin, just Harden, Harris, and Embiid out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the guys are bringing off the bench.
But Miami's pretty thin, even with everybody playing.
Oh, yeah, they are. But then it just funnels usage down to these main guys, which I really don't like in this matchup. Like, Bam could hold his own against Embiid, but I don't think he's going to be able to slow him down completely. No, I like the Jimmy props here. I like the overs here. We talk about him and Embiid wanting to play hard against each other.
Right.
So, I mean, we talked about it. It's an ugly slate. If you had to pin me down, I'd probably say Philly wins this game, but I'm just playing the Jimmy Butler props.
If those guys are ruled out, can I still take the 76ers? I mean, I do expect them to win. They're much better than Miami is right now.
Yeah. My worry, though, is just like we said, like you look at the standings, Philly can't move up, can't move
Technically,
down.
they can, right?
No, they can't.
Yes, they can. Boston's 55-25. Philly's 52-27. So if Boston loses their last two, they're 55-27 or whatever. Wait, hold on. Yeah, 55-27.
They own the tiebreaker.
Philly wins their last three. They own the tiebreaker?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. I'm wrong. Then why is everybody playing?
That's what I was just going to ask. Then why are they all playing?
I swore I saw on CBS today that Philly could catch them. All right, Meg, break down this game from a DFS perspective, and I'm going to get back to that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was confused about when I first looked at it, is just why is Philly playing their stars if they have nowhere to go? But, if in this game, if guys are ruled out, that's one thing. But if they're not, I'm kind of just really interested in the stars here. If they are going to play, like Tyler said, if they're hitting the floor, then I do have interest in, especially Embiid and Butler. Kurt could probably speak to the value guys a little bit more if some of those other Q tags are rolled out.
Spread, there's a tweet right here. It says Eastern Conference playoffs, and it's got the asterisk next to it, locked into seeds. Bucks, Celtics, 76ers, Cavaliers, Knicks, Bulls are all locked into their spots. They can't move. The only teams that can move are the Raptors, Hawks, and Heat, and the Nets.
All right, I read it wrong.
And also Hero, Butler, Embiid would probably be my three favorites in this game.
Yeah, Tyler Hero season, not. All right, I'm surprised these guys are playing. Then.
Yeah, I am too.
I would say I don't like that. I think this could be a weird game where we get
I don't think you touch this game, bro. Betting DFS, I don't just.
I would. Tread
well, if Embiid and Harden got ruled out, we would have to play some Sixers.
I would tread very lightly on DFS, though, because I get it. Like, yeah, you kind of want to play the angle that the guys sit, but I think it should be one of the ones we roll around to 7 o'clock. And it's
no.
They're not on the floor, and they're not pregame, and now they're late scratches.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen that happen a couple of times.
This is the weird stuff that can happen this week. Yeah.
If you fade the value, and if you fade the Cleveland value, like if you grow a pair and fade the Cleveland value, and like it's the random Cleveland value that goes off, like it's like Raul Neto or something, and it's like or one of the low-owned dudes. And then these guys get rolled out and you play those cheapies. Woo!
They do have the Mobley brother, Kurt. He's on the DK.
Isaiah, is he called up, though?
It shows him priced up. I don't know. Let me see if he is called up. They have Danny Green, too. Completely forgot he was on that roster.
Are you sure they have the tiebreaker?
Yes. They beat him 3 times this year, Spread.
Philadelphia just beat them 2 days ago.
Yeah, that was their one. They played 4 times this year.
Oh, okay.
I remember that one game at the buzzer. I remember at that bar and that buzzer game. That was wild. Yeah.
Okay. I thought this doesn't make any sense to me at all. Okay. Well, this is why I'm glad we do the show. I was under the assumption the 76ers, I didn't think they would do it, but I thought they at least were like alive.
I think it's one of them things too. It's like, even if they're tied 2-2, they have the better home record, which usually comes into effect. They still keep the 2 seed.
It's not a home record; it's conference record, isn't it?
They have the better conference record too.
All right. Okay. Well, we can't get involved in this game, man, because I don't see why they would. Why would you play Joel Embiid? Right? We've talked about it earlier on this show, Tyler. He was looking
this is going to be, remember was it last year or the year before? We watched Dallas keep sending Luke out there. It's like, what are we doing here? And then 2 days before the playoffs, he rolled an ankle, and it's like, oh, this isn't good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, man, it was Jalen Brunson's season.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
So I'd monitor this because they might pull this. It's Doc Rivers we're talking about. He could pull some dumb stuff here as they try and keep pushing this narrative where it's his MVP. They're like, we can't sit him. He's got to play to lock up this award. This could backfire on them tremendously.
Will you message me if Embiid and Harden play? I'm going to take the 76ers.
Okay.
Or do you think there's a chance they start and don't play the second half?
Yeah, there's that chance too. I mean, we've seen that happen to Kawhi.
This
is why I'm glad we talked things through, because now that I think it's just a pure stay away. Everything makes me too nervous.
It shouldn't be a high scoring game either. So it's like if it buries you in DFS, I think it's one of the ones you're like, shrug your shoulders. It's like, oh, on to tomorrow, I guess.
The old line, if that's a game that beats me, that beats me. Okay, let's talk about another game that we're going to need Kurt's college knowledge. The Portland Trailblazers are +4. They're taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Let me pull this up. Oh, my gosh. Wow. There's a lot of red on this report. So, Drew Eubanks, probable. Jeremy Grant out. Keon Johnson out. I mean, he must really be hurt because he needs developmental time. Kevin Knox, former Knicks legend, probable. Nasir Little out. Yusuf Nurkic out. Cam Reddish, questionable. He should play. He needs to develop. Shaden Sharp, questionable. He should play. He needs to develop. Anthony Simons out. Matisse Thybulle, doubtful. I don't know if he should play or not. Trenton Watford, questionable. Oh, Dominic Barlow is off injury. Who's Dominic Barlow, Kurt?
I think
you know Dominic Barlow.
I don't remember.
That's the fan that won the free ticket to come on the floor in this game.
Bro, oh my gosh, if they gave me that, I would get so cooked. It'd be terrible. Zach Collins is probable. Devontae Graham is out. Keldon Johnson, questionable. He probably won't play. Romeo Langford's questionable. He probably won't play. Dougie McDermott's out. Sohan's out. And Devin Vassell's out. Also, this game's being played in Austin, Texas. What a great product, Adam Silver. Great job. This will definitely get new fans in. Tyler, another one. I wasn't planning on approaching this game because, as I said earlier with the Cavaliers game, I don't feel like my projections are giving us any sort of insight here. So if you have a feel for the game after you see the starting lineups, I mean, I guess you could play it. But the idea that, hey, I'm going to run some projections and find an edge here, throw that out the window. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to side with the Spurs here, spread. And
really? Zach Collins season?
Stupid reasoning behind this because, I mean, we're at that point in the season. If you can give me a reason why we're betting this game that actually sounds logical, more power to you, because I don't think there's a logical reason to bet this game. But you look at all their records, and Portland's sitting at a 33-46. They win this game, they now go up and tie the likes of Washington, Indiana, and Orlando, which could really make their draft lottery odds become wacky. Why win this game when you could just hang out as that next team at that chance at victor? The Spurs can't do anything. They're at 20 wins, so it's an ugly game. Probably going to leave it off, but if you had to pin me down, just give me the Spurs.
This game sucks so bad, Kurt's swiping right rather than paying attention to the breakdown.
No, I was trying to see because I love Jabari Walker. Loved him at Colorado, and I think I'm going to go extremely heavy on him tonight. Sabre, God love their heart. Who's Jabari Walker? Jabari Walker's a fucking legend, and Sabre love their heart. They've won me a lot of money, but they're projecting him for 19 minutes. And if Watford's out, they're doing this because I guess they think Watford's going to be in. And then he also had foul trouble last game, so if Watford's out, I mean, Walker's going to have a career game. He's going to break the slate.
So. I love it. That's what we came here for, right? Well, me and Tyler are here on the fences, right? Just kind of dipping our toes in the water. Kurt comes in and takes a stand. You love to see it. Meg, Jabari Walker, the cornerstone of our lineups tonight.
I'll go with that. I was just going to say, I know this game just screams like jump on the value pieces here too. But I would totally.
There's so much value on this slate. I wish we could spend up like on tomorrow night's slate. Like, what are we spending up for after we get
like a carryover? Value? No, but I would definitely lean on Kurt's takes on these value plays because, again, these are guys that we don't know very well. So I trust Kurt's takes on this, and I would also recommend everybody get in the Discord and check out the core plays closer to lock once this becomes a little clearer too, because wow, this is, like you said, it's just all orange and red down the injury report.
Yeah, so you play Skylar Mays, you play Jabari. If Wofford and Sharp are out, you play Skylar Mays, you play Jabari Walker.
Mm-hmm.
You might even want to throw in Shaquille Harrison. You might not need to. It'll probably be a debate between him or another Cleveland guy. But locking in, if Sharp's out, I'm locking in Walker.
Who are we spending up for? Embiid?
Let's see here.
SGA in the next game.
SGA
in the next
No,
game.
Jabari Walker is not 3K. He's 5,100.
Okay, but still, we got money. We're gonna be. You can definitely run a 2-stud lineup, and I think a 3-stud lineup is even in the cards.
I think Meg hit the nail right on the head. That's the only guy who's going to get the full run. You know he's going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, great matchup. That's the guy tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We'll see. I mean, so you know what's funny? I think this is actually a fun DFS slate, Tyler, as much as I hate betting on it. I mean, if we got money, I mean, I bought some steaks on Instacart already. They're going to be here between 4 to 6 p.m. We got money from last night, so we don't need to force anything.
Very true. That is very true.
All right. Anything else on this game, Meg?
No, again, I just wait on news and trust Kurt's takes on some of these guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what we had to bring in, one of our college experts. I kept using your cores, Kurt. Everyone told me not to. They said
what's funny is they'll say that shit, bro. I have 120% ROI lifetime in college basketball. So yeah,
I know. It's like,
I will say though.
It's like, why would I worry about ROI? I know Kurt can bench the most out of any of these cores up there.
I will
Flex
say
on a little bit, Kurt. Say 120%.
I purposely don't take anyone in Steve's core, and Steve plays a lot of good plays. So like naturally, it leads.
Wait, why won't you play anyone in Steve's core?
Well, I want to give people different looks. That's why.
He doesn't put it in his course, and then you get a good mix. Yeah, no, I definitely combine your and Steve's core a lot when I play college basketball.
So what you do, what it ends up being is like, I'll do my top guys. So you do Steve's core, and then you play like the top 1 or 2 of mine. And the bottom is crazy because they're just one-offs. Like DVP, I'm playing them, but they're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I've tried that, and it works. It definitely works. Yeah, profitable.
Meg knows.
I know.
Love to see it. Love to see Kurt looking like the coolest man in Miami right now. You might be a little too far north for that look. I don't know if they can handle it up there.
Then you get down there.
But I'm telling you what, Kurt, if things continue, I might have to move out there, dude. I'm so jealous of East Coast time now that I've experienced it.
Really?
Bro, like you have till 7 p.m. to do all your stuff.
That's true.
Like it felt like we did so much stuff during the day and we still had like 3 hours until lock.
Yeah. No, really,
like for me, like I'm like like I do all my stuff, maybe get a workout in while I listen to the the Hardwood show, and then I'm like running to the computer. Yeah, I mean
that makes sense.
So
I mean, you operate on East Coast hours.
I'm not going to be anymore though. I'm going to start sleeping in. I'm going to be a normal California kid.
It was like 6 a.m. East Coast time. You like my tweet? I was like, this dude's up at like 3 a.m.
Okay, that's because I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't fall back asleep. That was I don't know how that happened. That's been happening to me lately. And I've been like working out too. It's not like I'm not tiring myself out. All right, the Oklahoma City Thunder are -6.5. They're in Utah. They're taking on the Jazz. Our guy wanted to know earlier, our guy Don, he wanted to know, why are the Jazz +7 here? Well, the Jazz have given up on the season. They are officially eliminated, right, Tyler, since I can't seem to read the standings?
Yeah, they're done.
Okay.
They're dead.
So Clarkson's out, Rudy Gay's out, Markkanen's out, Sexton's out. Walker Kessler's not going to be on your basketball monster report, but he's already been ruled out for the season. Taylor Horton Tucker's probable. If he sits, that's going to open all types of value for Utah. So much value today. It's ridiculous. Lou Dort is questionable. Poku's out. I mean, wow, okay. The Thunder are -6.5 here. They need to win to stay alive for the play-in. The Jazz have given up on the season. Feels like the Thunder will win. Like the Thunder money line is safe. Do we want to lay 6.5, Tyler? You're muted.
Terrible mistake. I'm muted, but I don't want to lay 6.5 with this team. I mean, we talked about this yesterday, or with the game they played the Warriors spread where they were +8. It's like we were down to fade them, but the one thing that worried us in that game was we watched them lose all those games. They were favorites of 6 points or bigger, and they couldn't cover a spread. They were barely winning these games. Some of them they were losing outright. Now they're back in this spot again where they're favored by 7. I don't want to lay it. They're in Utah. This could be a weird game where Utah keeps it close and they pull it out in the end. So I'm going right to an SGA. His performance doubles are listed at 35 and 40. That's just too high for me. You can go in and do a pre-built one, do hits 30 plus points, and they win. And you're getting that at minus 115. I'd much rather do that.
On Bet Online, he's 33.5.
Yeah, his prop's 30, but you can drop it down to 30.
Who's going to bet at SGA under, though? I mean, it makes sense that the books would do that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way they're getting balanced action there.
Yeah, definitely not getting balanced action. But
Utah's a tough place to play, though. I don't like laying the 6.5 here either.
No, definitely don't like laying the 6.5. That's why I'd rather pair it with something. And then also don't mind taking a shot on like a giddy double-double at plus 110. Or even just betting his points, rebounds, and assists so he doesn't get you like a stat line of, say, 17, 8, and 9.
Yeah, I looked up. He hasn't been double and double a lot. Like you said, he's getting a lot of those, a lot of DK points without the tens in there, right? A lot of 16, 8, and 7, 16, 7, and 8, right? Things like that. So, all right, interesting. So, let's just act like THG is going to play, right? Because otherwise, I mean, it's going to be more value than a dollar store. It's just. That would be crazy if THG sits. But assuming he plays, Meg, who do we have in this game?
Yeah, obviously we said it earlier. I think the spend up here is SGA. I think you can also look at Jalen Williams and Giddey if you wanted to play more than just SGA from the Oklahoma City side. And then if Talen Horton Tucker plays, then I think THT is in play too. I guess you could go to. I don't know that you have to go to other pieces. I'd like to get Kurt's take on that, like a Kelly Olynyk or something like that. But what do you think, Kurt?
So you said if THT sets.
Well, no, I said if he plays, I'd play him, or I'd be fine.
Oh yeah, because we have unlimited value, so you might as well play even Giddey would be in play, and I don't.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I like Giddey too.
But you can't play them together though, right?
On this slate, you probably could, but I probably won't. But like, if you I'm in my fifth lineup, and fuck it. I mean, they're fighting for the playoffs. Like, there's no good spend ups. And I'd be surprised if he outscores Butler. No, so like, it's kind of like that would be the option. Like, everyone somehow Butler gets teamed up because there's nowhere to go, and then you just kind of just slide in Giddey. But it sucks we can't really go anywhere with these Jazz bigs because they're just kind of rotating like Jones and like Azubuike. Shout out Kansas, and then Simon Fontecchio, man. If you run a couple lineups, like the dude chucks threes. Shout out Baskonia legend Simon. He was in my first EuroLeague bink. Like that guy for GPPs. It sucks we don't need value, but he'll be 1%. So 20 max type of play. And yeah, it's just
Baskonia sounds like somewhere where like a villain would be like in their origin story, right? Like how did this villain become so bad? And you cut like 30 years ago in Baskonia.
I'm currently sweating another Baskonia play for a bink, so.
Oh,
they're probably going to.
Where is Baskonia, Kurt?
It's got to be up near Russia. Kazoo, Baskonia, Vitoria, Gastias. It's got to be like Ukraine.
Is it in Latvia, the home of Jelena Ostapenko and Kristaps Porzingis?
Find out. Keep going. I'll find out.
All right. The Denver Nuggets are plus 10.5. They're in Phoenix taking on the Suns. I'll have to check with Tyler, but I was under the impression. Pardon?
It's in Spain.
Really?
I knew that.
Learn something new.
Have you ever been to Spain?
Have I? No, I've never been off the continent.
I think you'd do well in Spain.
I
think you'd be popular.
I do a lot better in Colombia. I mean, it's dangerous, but I would do a lot better.
I would do better in Colombia. Why would you do better in Colombia?
They love whiteys, bro. Dominican girls, Colombians, South Americans, they all love whiteys.
Well, you're getting a little too tan. You might just blend in.
Shit.
All right, Tyler. Correct me if I'm wrong. Denver Nuggets are plus 10.5. They need to win one more game to clinch the West.
Give me 1 second.
All right, I'll continue. The Phoenix Suns are locked into number 4, regardless of results. This is what the impression that I'm under.
No, the Nuggets are clinched. Clinched Western Conference. They're done.
Okay,
set.
That makes more sense because I was wondering why the Nuggets would sit.
I think it's one of those things too. If Memphis catches them, there was those couple of games where Denver just ran Memphis off the floor during the regular season.
All the tiebreakers.
Yep.
Okay. What about Phoenix can't move?
Phoenix is already locked in.
Yeah, Phoenix can't move. I mean, I guess technically if they lost, I don't even think if they lost both games, the Clippers can catch them.
Yeah,
They would
can't
still be a
catch 'em.
half a game ahead of the Clippers. So, I mean,
Well, then-
this is basically just your little West Coast rivalry game that these two teams hate each other. And, I mean, one team might be sitting all their guys. One team hasn't lost with all their guys yet. They're, 8-0? They just go out.
7-0, but yeah.
They cover spreads, too, with these guys. So,
Yeah, they've won.
Out of all the games on the board, none of those guys are on the injury report yet. Give me the Suns. Give me a -10. They're smashing this Denver team.
The Suns have won their last 6 games straight. They've won by double digits in 4 of those games, and they've won by 20 points or more in 2 of those games. So they have been blowing other teams out, which is reflected in the line of +10.5. Meg, this could be a showdown game. We might be leaving like
the late
10K on the table, huh?
I do like
Imagine
the late
how much
showdown.
we'll be leaving on the table if we make a showdown lineup, though, right?
You're
Unless
right.
You just go all Phoenix. Talk to me about this game from the overall slate perspective, but then as well, maybe some showdown ideas here. And when you talk that showdown, let's just assume that these guys are sitting because that makes the most sense.
Sure, but I mean, do we think the Phoenix guys are going to get full run? I mean, why would they if they have nowhere to move? I guess is my question. Is it this kind of like the Philly situation?
To let the guys get used to playing with each other.
Okay. Yeah, well, that makes more
Because
sense
Durant
than
and
the
Booker
Philly.
play like
Okay.
10 games together total.
Okay. Yeah, then I mean, I think then you definitely obviously are going to load up on the Phoenix side. Well, for showdown, obviously you would have one of the Phoenix studs as your captain, either Durant or Booker, and then then play as much of the Phoenix studs as possible and load with Denver value. Would definitely be the way to handle showdown. I don't know if you want to mess with this on the main slate or not. I guess if you do feel like they're going to get good run, then you could, get exposure to Durant or Booker, some of the studs again, because we can get multiple spend ups. And then again, we'll have another game with multiple value options. Again, Kirk could probably talk to which value options are best from Denver, but we're yet another game where we have one side we could spend up on and one side where we can grab a bunch of value.
Kurt, how are you approaching this game?
I haven't decided what I'm going to do with Phoenix. I do think the Denver guys sit. I don't know what – I mean, it kind of feels like maybe they want to do a little bit of a tune-up. They haven't really got to all play together. But then again, it's like injury risk is so man to where they might just want to get those kinks out like in the first round because, I mean, it's a 7-game series and it's fucking Kevin Durant. But then again, I don't know. I think that I could honestly – I could take a shot on like one of the Phoenix studs. As long as they play. I mean, if they could honestly get there in 28 minutes on this type of slate because there's such unlimited value.
Right.
But the value I do like for Denver is going to be Christian Brown. I never pronounce his name right. I do it on purpose.
It's spelled Brown.
I know. Yeah, it's Brown, but fuck him. I think they're like in the year they're trying to get him ramped up. He honestly has looked better than what he did in Summer League, so he is getting adjusted. I think this could be a high usage spot for him, but he's not someone who's going to like hog the ball intentionally like a lot of these other fucking douchebags. So he kind of lets the game come to him, hoping that he's surrounded by other guys that see big minutes that will kind of play team basketball. If so, I think he could go off. So I like Christian Brown.
What about Jeff Green? Would that be the center play? He's been getting.
He smashed for me when he charged the center. So we just need to see
in showdown you could play like a Jeff Green, Christian Braun.
I would leave Sally on the showdown for sure.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
That's
just shot in the dark, Kurt, on a guy on Denver that I watched play when they played the Warriors and Jokic was out. That Watson kid that comes off the bench for them.
Peyton Watson?
Just what I seen in that game.
UCLA.
He looked very good in that game.
A legend. Or is he a legend or just a UCLA former player?
He was like a solid like third or fourth option there, but he's just out long and athletic. So that usually translates pretty well to the NBA. He also had a couple good summer league games. So yeah.
All right. There you have it.
We'll see though. I like that call though. Good fucking call.
It's an ugly night, and it's like one of them guys just shows
it's 1%,
up.
Like it's a guy who's 1% can go for 40. That's the same thing with Christian Brown. Like, well, he'll probably be like 10-ish maybe if he starts. But yeah,
he would technically run the guard role, wouldn't he, Watson?
He actually can run some point. Like, he's like a big wing, but he can handle the ball a little bit. Who would be their point guard? I mean, wait. I'm assuming Brown plays, right? He would run the point.
Bruce Brown?
Bruce Brown, yeah.
Is he on
If he
this
plays,
team?
is he
No, he's,
questionable?
What about
he
Reggie
doesn't have a
Jackson?
tag on him.
Huh?
Reggie Jackson going to get some run?
There's your point. There's your starting point guard right there.
They still let Brown. Brown would still run the. Sorry, Bruce Brown, not Christian Brown. But yeah, Bruce would run the field. Reggie's a fucking trash can. He'll have the ball in his hands, but Bruce is like initiating that offense.
All right, there you have it, guys. Obviously, we're just here being honest. So we didn't take a lot of stands today, but we broke down the slate to the best of our ability. We appreciate the man that will be starring in the Miami Vice reboot, helping us with all these college players. I could sit down. That would be a sweet show. I would definitely watch Kurt in the Don Johnson role.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
With the suit and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
White suit.
That'd be fantastic. All right, but we're not done yet. RunForYourSports.com. Guys, give us a thumbs up. We're here Monday through Friday, even on days where the slate is uglier than insert your own bad analogy here. Tyler, best bet for the day, side total or prop?
Yeah, it's ugly, but I mean, man, just give me the Suns minus 10.5. I think they go out and just walk Denver off the floor with their guys.
All right. Tyler's laying the double digits. Meg, what do you got for us?
Tyler just left, but I know he hit a player doubles parlay yesterday. I love his player doubles. I'm going to stick with the player doubles. I've been giving player doubles. My last one with Tatum just missed 2 times 2 weeks ago. Ingram hit. So yeah, the Tatum one missed and then the Ingram one hit. So I'm sticking with the player doubles. I like the player doubles. And I'm going with the guy I feel most confident with. I know, Tyler said, build it yourself and go 30 points, but I say, screw it. I'm going to go SGA 35 points. OKC win plus 162 on FanDuel.
All right, there you have it. Kurt, what do you got for us?
I'm on Bovada now, bro. Give me a second. This site's
all right, well, Kurt
I forgot you don't have it in Florida.
I'm freaking grinding Bovada, and they're so they odds rate me all the time.
Oh, it's so much worse.
I just been over and I'm like, yes, Bovada, give it to me. Fuck me.
Hook them up, Spread. Teach them how to use the cryptocurrencies. Get them.
I have crypto. You don't hear my
No, but he's right. The prices are way worse. Like you'll give out something at plus 120, and it'll be like minus 170 for me on offshore.
Kurt, you're telling me you don't got somebody up north you can just take screenshots of the bets and send
my
them
mom does them. Yeah, no. So yeah, like the one I put in for college, like I took a screenshot. My mom put that in for me. I got multiple people that can't. I just kind of hate bugging them. So like, if it's
I would find somebody to make that their job and just pay them to do it.
That's not a bad idea. Pay my mom.
There you go.
There you go.
Money in the family.
Keep it in the family. I was just gonna say, keep it in the family.
All right.
You can get Mikey to do it. I'm pretty sure your dad could talk him into it.
I was waiting. My dad works it, but I know he would get pissed, and mom would just
tell your dad to call Mikey up and say, "Listen."
I forgot about Mikey. No wonder our shows have been so nice this week. Oh, that's fantastic work. My best bet for the day is James Harden under 20.5 points. If Tyler's right and the 76ers have nothing to play for, I don't see why he would be out here the whole time. And the Heat should be going for it. This is a tough slate. I like Harden under 20.5 points. Kurt, did you find something for us?
Yeah, I got
how to navigate Bovada.
Yeah, I had to make it. It's gonna be Wendell Carter, 10 plus points, 10 plus rebounds, Magic to win, plus 142, same game parlay. You could even do 12 points. I actually think he does score with that more, so you can get it to like probably plus 250. That'll be the bet of the day. WCJ, baby.
I was not high today. I'm just excited to be alive.
Oh, man, I haven't had an edible in a minute. I need to get on the edibles.
Oh, I had some last night. But I still woke up at 3 a.m. Weird. I had another one. Tyler, who do we want to give the words of wisdom today?
I think Kurt.
We have two great candidates.
It's Kurt's turn. It's Kurt's turn. Meg gave him out on what, Tuesday?
Yeah. You've had so long without Kurt's words of wisdom.
Damn.
We need to know what should we be thinking about. It doesn't have to be gambling advice. It could be life advice.
It's never gambling advice with me, ever.
One time you said something about gambling.
Okay, I think today will be gambling advice. I got screwed today by Willie Z and Kevin Na. Definitely going to fill it in the pockets, but that does not mean that we need to gamble responsibly, guys. Okay. Look, next week I'm shipping it. It's RBC Heritage, I think, is next week. I might be wrong, but yeah, I'm going to go just as heavy, and I'm going to get it all back because you know that's how it works. You'll eventually get it all back, but obviously don't bet enough to where you actually care. I never bet enough to where it'll ruin my fucking week or something. So don't do that, guys. Bet responsibly. Bet responsibly, irresponsibly.